Netflix is under fire tonight for Dave Chappelle's transphobic new comedy special. Last night, we reported on the new Dave Chappelle Netflix special where he proudly announces, quote, "I'm Team TERF." Many people are calling out Netflix for even allowing the show to stream online, including some of their show producers. Dear White People executive producer Jaclyn Moore, who is trans herself, announced that she would no longer work with Netflix as, quote, "they continue to put out and profit from blatantly and dangerously transphobic content," end quote.
Who would have thought we go from "I'm Rick James, bitch" to "I'm just a bitch"?
Yeah.
This isn't the first time he's come under fire, and I just wonder when Netflix is going to make the smart business decision and cut him off. This is the second time they've come after the gay community after they got rid of Sense8.
This is very frustrating because Netflix is it's the new logo, and we love it at home, watch all the time. And Chappelle, I used to love him; it was very funny. But this has turned the corner. Even one of the engineers at Netflix said, "Oh, it's got to be fun to come out as trans. It's like puberty all over again." This is disgusting.
Yeah, that's a really harsh line. One of the things I'm curious about is I generally don't think that Chappelle is homophobic. This is a very strategic and pointed attack on the trans community. Now, I understand our broad labeling of LGBTQ, but do you think that he is homophobic in our community, or do you agree with the idea that it's a strategic attack?
I don't think it matters. You come for one of us, you come for the whole community.
Yeah, at this point, he's making the last straw that's funny. This is no longer funny. It stopped being funny at that point.
It's not his place to joke about that either.
Yeah.
There is one point that he makes that I think is a point that needs to be discussed and brought to light, which is shall we say, the plight or the plight of racism against Black people and the plight of hate against LGBTQ. It's equal. It is something that needs to be addressed equally, but he takes it down a different path when he sort of says that, one is worse than the other.
Yeah, and everything is subject to satire, and comedy is comedy, but again, there's a time and a place and a way to do these things, and it's also, you have to consider who's talking.
We're reporting on the Chappelle special on Netflix. He has come out verbally in support of J.K. Rowling, and that is a powerful observation to make. To echo in why not only is he a TERF, he makes joke of it, because to call it a team is a reference that he is not only saying it loudly, but he's also saying it proudly, which makes the issue that's going on with him all the more difficult.
Yeah.
For all. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.